Sandra was born into Kingdom of Grace Assembly, quite literally. Her mother, Mama Grace, often joked that Sandra's first cry was during a Sunday service. Her father had been a deacon before his passing, and Mama Grace had raised her and her younger brother, Daniel, with deep Christian values. From her earliest memories, Sandra's life revolved around church. Sunday school every Sunday. Choir practice on Saturdays. Midweek Bible study on Wednesdays. And women's fellowship, where she often helped arrange chairs. She was that girl everybody in church knew. When she sang, it wasn't just about her voice, it was the way the lyrics seemed to sink into people's souls. But life at home wasn't perfect. After her father's death, the family's income shrank. Mama Grace's small provision store barely fed the family and paid for school. Sandra learned early on to live without luxury. Her dream was to study accounting in the university and find a good job so she could take care of her family. She wasn't just a church girl because of upbringing, she was one because she wanted to be. One warm Sunday in June, Pastor Samuel introduced a new member to the church, Michael. Michael was tall, with skin the shade of rich chocolate, and a confident smile. He wore a crisp white shirt and carried his Bible like it was part of his identity. When he joined the choir the next week, Sandra noticed he could sing, not just carry a tune, but actually harmonize perfectly. During rehearsal, when she hit the high soprano notes, Michael's tenor voice slid in smoothly beside hers. He always smiled after those moments, and Sandra found herself smiling back, though she quickly reminded herself to focus. Michael began talking to her after service. It started with harmless compliments. "Michael, Sister Sandra, your voice is like honey. God really blessed you." Sandra, laughing softly, "Thank you, Brother Michael. To God be the glory." Soon, they were walking home together after choir practice. He carried her Bible, cracked jokes, and talked about his life. He claimed to be working in a bank in the city, said he was from a good Christian family, and that he was serious about his faith. Sandra enjoyed the conversations but kept her guard up. Still, the walks became more frequent. One Wednesday after Bible study, her best friend Blessing cornered her. "Blessing, Sandra, I see how you and Michael talk these days." Sandra, smiling, "He's just a brother in Christ. Don't start gossip." Blessing, "I'm not gossiping. I just want you to be careful. Some brothers know how to look holy but, they have other plans." Sandra laughed it off, but later that night, her mother also brought it up. "Mama Grace, Sandra, people in this world can be like ripe mangoes, sweet outside, rotten inside. Guard your heart." Sandra, "I will, Mama. Don't worry." One Saturday evening, choir practice ran late. As they stepped outside, the clouds burst open and rain poured down. Michael offered to walk her home, but halfway there, they were drenched. He suggested they wait in a small uncompleted building nearby. At first, they laughed at their wet clothes. Then the laughter faded. Michael moved closer. "Michael, Sandra. I like you. I mean, I really care about you." Sandra, "Michael, we should talk about this another time." Michael, taking her hand, "We are both adults. I just want to show you how much you mean to me." Sandra, pulling back, "If you mean it, you respect my boundaries." Michael sighed and nodded. The moment passed. They walked home in. The very next day, Pastor Samuel preached a sermon titled, "Not All That Glitters is Gold." He warned about people who came into the church looking for partners, not for God. Sandra felt uneasy. Was it a coincidence? The following week, Blessing approached Sandra again. "Blessing, Sandra. I saw Michael at the mall yesterday. He wasn't alone." Sandra, "So? He can have friends." Blessing, "This wasn't just a friend. They were holding hands. She's not from our church." Sandra felt a pang in her chest. She prayed that night, asking God for clarity. 3 days later, news spread in the church WhatsApp group. Michael had been suspended from his bank job over fraud allegations. Worse, the woman at the mall was confirmed to be his fiancée from another city. Sandra's knees went weak as she read the messages. Every warning she'd received suddenly made sense. For days, Sandra avoided talking to anyone about it. She felt embarrassed, not because she had done anything wrong, but because she had allowed herself to get close to someone who wasn't who he pretended to be. Michael never returned to the church. Pastor announced that the church was praying for him but also reminded the youth to be vigilant. Sandra decided she wouldn't let this break her spirit. She threw herself into her studies, preparing for her university entrance exams. She helped more in the choir, mentored younger girls, and became known for advising them. Guard your heart. Not every smiling face is a safe hand to put your trust in. Months later, Sandra got her admission letter to study accounting. On her first Sunday after arriving on campus, she joined the university fellowship choir, and this time, she knew exactly what to look for in people. When God warns you, listen. Sometimes His protection comes in the form of discomfort, suspicion, or even heartbreak. Trust Him, He sees the traps you can't.